Hey guys, Bricktastic Productions here, and first off, welcome to the first episode, or I guess first official episode of Bricktastic Spring Break, where all through this week of Spring Break, I am going to be uploading a video on this channel because I just felt like it would be a cool thing to start. So, without further ado, this is the first video of this, I guess, series. And we're starting off with a MOC video. So as you guys can see, we have 3 MOCs here. I've had these built for quite some time, and I just never came around to making a video on them, but I think they're really cool, and I'm here to show them to you. So without further ado, let's get into the first one right here. Alright, so each of these little MOCs, I don't know what I want to call them, like little display sets, maybe? I got this idea of creating little corner, I guess, scenes, and each of these MOCs, you can obviously tell, are related to a certain license or franchise. So we have Harry Potter for our first MOC. This is the first one of these that I made, and I got this inspiration. There was an Instagram post, like, I think 2 years ago that I saw, and someone had created this idea of, or this sort of, I guess, default. There was a default build, and I'll show you a picture on the screen right now, because I screenshotted it, and if I don't have the picture, then this will probably be skipped. But you can see it right here, and this person had like a default setting of how to build it, and then a picture of what it looked like together. And the main purpose or point of building it this way, because you can tell there's like a stud here and then a side missing here. So the point of doing that is making it so that you can make multiples and then connect them onto each other and make like a little scene. So as you can see, like, you would have this, and then this would attach onto here, and then another one could attach onto this, and you could just keep going, and you could even stack them on top of each other. Like, I think like this might be, yeah, I don't know how you would stack them. Maybe you just go over like this. I don't know why I was like that. Go over like this. Anyway, it's sort of like a puzzle in a way, and you build, and you can just keep adding on to a series if you want. But I had a name for it, and I totally forgot what I decided to name these. But for now, we can just call it like little display sets. But anyway, we start with Harry Potter, and the figures vary, because I just picked up a Harry Potter figure that I have that's right over here next to me. The figure really isn't the main purpose of these scenes. The main purpose is the build and what it can be. So obviously you guys could probably tell, if you know Harry Potter, this is a scene to depict inside of Hogwarts. So you have the ground, which there's nothing special here, just some tiles, and then you have the wall, which especially with the new Harry Potter sets, I would mainly say from 2018 to 2020, those sets, we had these awesome castle sets, and they mostly had tan and dark tan bricks used to build it up. And even the current sets, I think, use more of the norm of just tan, not as much dark tan. But I think the masonry bricks, I think, work really well. And even just the normal bricks, they add to just the design. Even these pieces right here work pretty well to give the wall some texture in a way. I also included some side designs of these tiles to make it look like some jagged bricks, and yeah, it adds some more detail. And even right here, where it looks like the brick is just like aiming down, like it's been a little roughed up because the castle is so old. And then on top of that, you have these nice torch areas on the wall to, I guess, make some nice, detail. It definitely adds detail and color, because without these, you wouldn't have the orange and brown. It would just be a blank gray and tan scene. So these definitely add color, and I think more accuracy to Hogwarts in a way. So yeah, I think this is, and for my first one of these little display pieces, I don't think it's that bad, and I'll definitely keep this built because I am very proud of it as one of my first MOCs, basically. One of my first, I guess, main MOCs, and you can put really any figure you want in here. I just picked this Harry figure, for example. But yeah, we have that. And now moving on to Iron Man. Alright, next up, guys, we have Iron Man. And I think this is probably one of my favorites. This was I think, my third... I think this was my third or fourth build of these display things after I had some practice. I built a second one with Hagrid, and I didn't really like it, so I decided to take that apart, and I wasn't going to show that. And then I feel like I made another one, but didn't use it, so now we have the Iron Man one, and this has been the figure I've been using on display this entire time, because I think this works pretty well, especially because the first Hall of Armor set included this version of Iron Man. And I think this is sort of in addition to the Hall of Armor. Like, this could be part of Tony's lab and stuff. As you can see, I used a lot of printed tiles to my advantage here. So we have three of these cautionary style tiles to, I guess, exemplify like Tony landing in his suit right here. We also have a bunch of other tiles just around here for, different, I guess, numbers and statistics about his suit, maybe. We also have a tape here for his music. We also have a nice little display over here with with a computer screen, a keyboard, and even a little mouse right there, which I got that inspiration from the Hidden Side bus set, because inside that set you had a computer and there was a mouse using this piece, so I thought that was cool. And then this could also be used for some Iron Man mark statistics. We have a broom and a wrench here clipped into the wall. We also have some more buttons and a keypad right there, and then some more buttons as well. This back here with these translucent and clear pieces could almost signify like an arc reactor or some sort of Tony's clean energy or clean power source that he's been working on. We also have a nice, I guess, Tony Stark type light up here. It's sort of like a translucent light. That was my idea with that. And then one of my favorite parts about this is that we have a movable arm to exemplify one of Tony's robotic arms that follow him around, just like Dummy, except it's like attached to the wall or ceiling. So, and you can even use this little, I even included, it's sort of like a play feature where you can grab onto this area back here and you can move the arm up and down. So I thought that was a nice little inclusion there. And I used some of the masonry bricks in light gray. I don't have many of them, so there aren't a lot in here. I think there actually might only be 2 or 3. Actually, I just used 2. I may only have 2. But I think they add some more texture and detail to the wall, especially in an area where there's not much, like right here. You have stuff on the bottom and top, so I think this works really well. There's a lot going on, and obviously not forgetting to mention the helmet that's on the ground. I think that works really well. And yeah, and I also had to add this hinge piece back here because, as you can see, the computer screen isn't letting me close the back, so I was able to put this piece, I guess hinge piece, up on top of this piece. That way it at least closes this area off more. So you're not going to be looking from this side anyway. It'll be displayed like this. And then you got our Tony Stark Mark. This is Mark 50, isn't it? And he has a drill and a wrench in his hand, ready to work on some new armor or some new materials. Maybe he's working on the new gauntlet for Endgame. But yeah, I just thought this honestly is probably my favorite just because of all the details I was able to include, mostly to the help of the printed pieces, but also the dummy arm that I attached to the wall and the arc reactor or power source in the back. So yeah, very cool. And now to our last mock of this video. Alright, so with these 2 mocks here, there were, I think, 2 others that I made at the same time I made these. I remember I built 4 of these in one day, and then maybe a week or something like that later, I was like, hey, I want to build another one, and I want to build a Minecraft-related one. So, here you go. We have our Minecraft one. I don't know what I should call this. Maybe like a cave adventure or something like that. But as you can see, there are some different ledges here. So we have Steve right here with some armor, a sword, and a shield. And then we have a creeper on this top level right here. So, as I can remove these and give you guys a better view, because like I said earlier, this really isn't about where the figures go or what the figures are. This is really the scene that you get and want. So we have a nice little scene here where you could have your figure, whether it be Steve or Alex, and they're mining in the cave. And as you can see, there's a lot of ores that still need to be collected. So maybe Steve has just gotten here and he's just set up his shop and ready to go. And I think I really like how I sort of go by how the Lego sets go, where you have certain levels. So you have the grass and dirt top layer. So this is meant to be the top above the ground out in the open, and then when you go down you get into the cave. And a good way to simplify that is having this ledge sticking out that I added with some bricks to make it just look more Minecrafty and cube-like in a way. So we have this ledge out here where I put a stud here so that the creeper can stand on it. And then when you get down here, and I even include another smaller brick where it sticks out a little more. Maybe just to give it a little more cube design and Minecraft-like design. And then right here, another example of an area sticking out for more mining to be done. Because there's some gold back here, but you can't access it until you mine this. So I included some of that detail here. You can see I included some of almost every ore. We have coal and iron. We have redstone on the ground right there. We have gold back here hidden, and then I know you guys already saw this, especially when I turned it around, but there's diamonds hiding behind the furnace and the chest, so hopefully Steve gets to those. We also have a torch on the wall that I was able to incorporate into the build. But yeah, we have a chest right here, and then we have a furnace right there, so Steve is smelting some iron or gold or whatever. And then I even included some items in the chest, so right here we have, let's see, everything's rolling around. Alright, we got, these are meant to be, I guess, gold nuggets, maybe gold ingots too, because it's, well, actually no, these would be gold nuggets because the ingot piece would actually be used if it was a Minecraft set. So these will be gold nuggets. We also have a bone right here and a compass, which is an official print from a Minecraft set. If I am to guess, this was in the pirate ship set, but anyway, we got some little things to even add to the scenery, so you don't just have an empty scene, you got some items in the chest that you can explore and access the diamonds. So I thought this was a very interesting way to make one of these scenery builds, and I think, I actually may have built this wrong too, because now that I'm looking at it, there's a little piece right here that's sticking out, and then this is here. So I might actually have to look back at this and build it correctly, because as you can see, there's no spot sticking out here, but there is right here. So I might have to re-look at this, edit it up, and figure that out. But how it looks now, I think it looks really nice. And maybe I'll keep it like this, because I don't intend on connecting these together anyway. But maybe if I do down the road, I'll have to edit that out. But let me know, guys, what you think about this new little MOC series. I don't know if it'll be a series. I don't know if I'll make any more. But I've just had these built for so long, and I never made a video. So I'm trying to get these guys in here. But yeah, if I were to pick a favorite, I think I would pick Iron Man, just because I am a huge Marvel fan, but also all the detail I was able to include, especially with that movable arm and all that. So I think this is my favorite, but I really do like the Minecraft one. And, you know, for my first build, for my first version of one of these little display builds, MOCs, whatever you want to call it, I think it's a pretty decent one. So let me know, guys, what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow. So, yeah. Alright, I'm back, but after I finished filming, I just found this little cookie, and I realized that fell out of the chest when I went to show you guys what was in here. So yeah, there was also a cookie in the chest. Nothing too big, but yeah, awesome. Enjoy. Or what am I saying? Have a great day, guys.